I'm Scott, and this is Bob. We're here to talk this morning about taking care of yourself, your family, and your fellow soldiers. We're purposely out of uniform this morning because we wanted you to have a direct conversation with us, a soldier-to-soldier conversation, no uniforms and no rank. I always like to start conversations with context, so let's start with something basic. In the Judeo-Christian and other traditions, mankind's self-worth starts with our creation in God's image. So even if you're not religious, recognizing our human value is a good place to start. Each of you has value. This means that each and every one of you, short, medium, and even super tall like Bob here, no matter your race, gender, financial situation, professional standing, or family dynamics, you have intrinsic value. Even when you are feeling depressed, anxious, frustrated, and even somewhat desperate. Remember that you have value in your very being, in the Army in which you serve, in your community, in your workplace, and in your family. That's the overall context for this conversation. You matter, and you have value, and you have the dignity of personhood. As people who have intrinsic value, how then should we handle tension and stress? Well, we are not experts. We encourage you to think in terms of 3 C's and a T. We already mentioned the first C, context. The next 2 C's are community and communication, while the T stands for time.
Let's talk about community for 1 minute. Who is our community? It is our team, it is our squad, it is your family, it is our Army family. That is who we are. It is everyone we serve with. Part of our community is trusting we have someone who we can reach out to for help. That makes all the difference. It comes down to a moment, a decision or a choice in that 1 second, in that 1 moment, in that 1 hour, in that moment asking for help, support, or assistance, no matter what. Just take a moment to ask, and we are here for you. Our community, your Army is here for you. This is our squad.
Serving in the Army Reserve takes a lot of time that often pulls us from our responsibilities within our family, with our friends, in our workplace, and in our community. This often creates tension and stress. We absolutely encourage you to seek out and build connectedness with your community.
Community can be our neighborhood, our workplace, family, old friends, new friends, the church, the gym, or almost anywhere we go to be connected with people. This is our community. It is this connection with our families, our teammates, our citizen soldiers, and we as people who sincerely care for each other.
I talked initially about context, and Bob discussed community and communication. That gives us our 3 C's, so I'm going to briefly hit on our last item, the T for time. I encourage you, when you feel down and out, as all of us do sometimes, to give yourself some time. As Max Ehrmann once said, many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Give yourself the time to get some rest as you connect and communicate. Situations often look and feel quite different after a good night's sleep and after taking a few days to think and reflect. Afford yourselves the luxury of time, the intellectual space to think, connect, and communicate. So in closing, we at Air MedCom would like to remind you to remember 3 C's and a T. We encourage you to be deliberate in remembering that you matter, deliberate in connecting with your community, and deliberate in communicating. And finally, afford yourself the time to think and reflect, especially when you feel down and out. Take advantage of your Army resources and of those around you.